With spousal benefits, while he's still alive, she will have this reduction if she switches to the spousal benefit off of him during his life. If and when he predeceases her, she can then switch over to the full amount of benefit he was actually getting at the time he died, or what he could have gotten had he started.
Answer your questions, and to help me do that is the amazingly funny looking Andy Panko. How you doing, Andy?
I'm better now. Thank you for that. Thanks for having me.
Andy, tell me what's going on in your life. I know you restarted your podcast.
Correct. Yes. So the podcast is Retirement Planning Education. Took about a 6-month hiatus. Started it back at the beginning of this year, 2024, and rolling along. So episode a week, comes out every Thursday.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's get to the questions because I know you love questions, right? So our first question comes from Ron related to Social Security, and it's, hey, I've been listening to the show for a while. Love the content and many topics. Question is, I'm 63. My wife is 62. My working history is much greater than my wife's, thinking of taking her Social Security earlier and then deferring mine as long as possible. Will we be penalized if we take hers while I'm still working? Devin Carroll, who is a Social Security guru, had some thoughts on it. So how does that work if the wife is ultimately going to have, or any spouse is going to have the other spouse's spousal benefit? What happens if they take early on their own record that's substantially lower?
Sure. So a couple things come into play here, or can come into play here. By nature of the question, it sounds like he's asking specifically about what's called the earnings test. So he's still working, still earning income. The earnings test says if you start a benefit prior to your own full retirement age, which for them, I can't do the math that quick in my head, but somewhere between 66 and 67, I think they're in that phased range. If you do get a benefit and you're younger than your full retirement age and you're working, your benefit can be reduced depending how much you earn. So I think that's where he's going with the question. That's one of the two angles. The good news is, he's saying he's not yet taking his benefit, but he's the one still working. If his spouse takes her benefit while he's working, will his earnings impact her benefit under the earnings test? The answer is no. So even though I assume they file a married joint tax return, so his earnings collectively are taxable to both of them for purposes of Social Security, each person's benefit is looked at independent, for just their own earnings, if any. So no, his earnings will not reduce her benefit. But there's a second reduction that will come into play for her because she is younger than her full retirement age and she is starting a benefit. It will be reduced from what it otherwise would be. So her base benefit, if you will be whatever amount she'd get at her full retirement age if she were to start then. If she starts earlier, it's reduced. If she starts later than full retirement age, it's increased. So it will be reduced for that, but not because of the earnings test.
Yeah, and the other angle is related to the spousal benefit, because he mentioned that his benefit is going to be a lot higher. And when we think of, well, the spouse with the lower benefit will get at least half of the highest earner's benefit as a spousal benefit. But it's really up to half. So how does that work if she takes her lower benefit early when he ultimately claims his?
Right. Great point. So the fact that she is claiming hers early, she will get a reduction from her full retirement amount. And let's just assume that's, I'm making this number up, $200 a month is the reduction. When she does eventually switch to when he starts his benefit later, she can then, the door gets unlocked for her to switch from getting her own benefit to now getting a spousal benefit off of him. Assuming the spousal benefit's larger than what she's getting on her own, she can make that change. Now, normally, the spousal benefit will be half of what the higher earner's full retirement age benefit is or was, up to half. In her case, though, the $200 per month reduction she has now for starting her own early will carry over and also apply to her spousal benefit. When she does start that, that'll be reduced by the same $200 a month from whatever that spousal benefit would have been.
Yeah, and where that would ultimately go away is if he were to pass before her, she would step into his full benefit. So there definitely is a haircut if she were to take on her own benefit early.
Correct. And this is the, I don't want to say good thing about survivor benefits, but like I said, with spousal benefits, while he's still alive, she will have this reduction if she switches to the spousal benefit off of him during his life. If and when he predeceases her, she can then switch over to the full amount of benefit he was actually getting at the time he died, or what he could have gotten had he started at the time he died. And the early filing penalty or reduction she had on hers will not apply when she eventually switches over and takes the survivor benefit, if he predeceases her.
And the only way to avoid that haircut while they're both alive is that both of them file at least by their full retirement age. So she would wait until her full retirement age.
Correct, yeah. Right. She has to wait till her full retirement age if she wants an unreduced benefit of her own or an unreduced spousal benefit while he's still alive.
Complicated stuff. Thank you.
It really is. Unfortunately, it's a very important system, but unwieldy and difficult to navigate.